Hello students, so in this video we have to deal with some of the important questions related to chapter 1, that is reproduction in organisms. So I have listed altogether 8 questions that are important from exam point of view. So our first question that we have today is, give any 5 difference between asexual and sexual reproduction. So first of all you have to write this in tabular form. Whenever this type of difference question is asked, you have to write this in tabular form. First difference between asexual and sexual reproduction is, asexual reproduction occurs in lower vertebrates, that is single cellular organism or multicellular organisms, but sexual reproduction occurs in multicellular organisms and in higher plants. Asexual reproduction is uniparental, that is it involves only one parent, and sexual reproduction is usually biparental, that is it involves two parent. Gametes are not formed in asexual reproduction. Gametes form नहीं होते हैं, but sexual reproduction में gametes are formed, that is male and female gamete. In asexual reproduction, there is somatic cell of parents that is involved in the reproduction, and in sexual reproduction, germ cell or sex cells of parents are involved in the reproduction process. In asexual reproduction, fertilization does not occur, but in sexual reproduction, fertilization occurs. So our second question is stages of sexual reproduction. First stage of sexual reproduction is pre-fertilization events. Second is fertilization and third one is post-fertilization event. Pre-fertilization event में दो event होते हैं, gamete formation and gamete transfer. Gametes are generally haploid. Gametes haploid होता है, that is N, and male gamete is called as sperm and female gamete is called as ovum or egg. फीमेल गैमेट इज़ इमोबाइल. फीमेल गैमेट मूव नहीं कर सकता है, उसको ट्रांसफ़र करने की ज़रूरत होती है फर्टिलाइजेशन के प्रोसेस के थ्रू. फर्टिलाइजेशन एक ऐसा स्टेज होता है जिसमें हैप्लॉइड मेल गैमेट एंड फीमेल गैमेट फ्यूज टुगेदर टू फॉर्म अ ज़ाइगोट इन केस ऑफ ह्यूमन बींग्स and seed in case of plant. Fertilization when occurs outside the body, it is called as external fertilization, and when it occurs inside the body, it is called as internal fertilization. After the process of fertilization, zygote divide meiotically and develops into the embryo. This is called as embryogenesis. Embryogenesis क्या होता है? जब zygote अपने zygote meiotic division के बाद एक embryo का रूप ले लेता है, then it is called as embryogenesis. Embryogenesis के होते हुए ही सेल डिफ्रेंशिएट होता है और मॉडिफाई करता है. इसमें क्या क्या चेंजेस आते हैं? ओव्यूल डेवलप्स इनटू सीड, ओवरी डेवलप्स इनटू फूड. ओके. Question number 3. In this question we have to describe about the post fertilization changes that occurs in a flower, and in this question you have to draw the figure, and it is really very important to draw figures in this type of questions. Try to make figures in all the questions if possible, and if you know about the figures, it really helps to gain marks. So how we will formulate this answer? After the process of fertilization, the following changes occur in a flower. First change is the zygote which is formed inside the ovule. Ovule के अंदर जो zygote form होता है, that gets converted into embryo after the post fertilization event. Ovule gets converted into seed, ovary gets converted into fruit, and the ovary wall जो होता है, that is converted into the protective layer, that is also called as pericarp. Question number 4. In yeast and amoeba, the parent cell divide to give rise to the two new individuals. How does the cell division differ in these two organisms? So in this question, how it is asked that both yeast and amoeba divides to give rise to the new individual, but how does these two organisms differ from each other? So we have to write like this. Binary fission is a type of asexual reproduction. जैसे कि हम लोग जानते हैं binary fission एक asexual reproduction का मोड होता है, जिसमें एक फुल्ली ग्रोन पेरेंट जो होता है, that is splits and get converted into two equal halves producing two new daughter cells. उसके जिसमें की मदद से उसके न्यू डॉटर सेल्स प्रोड्यूस होते हैं. ये हम लोग बैक्टीरिया अमीबा में बहुत आसानी से देख सकते हैं. एंड आफ्टर रिप्लेसिंग इट्स जेनेटिक मटेरियल थ्रू मेयोटिक डिविजन, द सेल डिवाइड्स इनटू टू इक्वल साइज डॉटर सेल्स. First of all the nuclear division that take part in this is followed by the cleavage of the cytoplasm into equal parts, and later it corresponds to the separation of the daughter cells. So we have to write this in full detail. As you can see this in the figure given below, there is one parent cell and it has one nucleus inside it. After the elongation of the nucleus, it gets converted into the two equal daughter halves with the help of division of nucleus and the cytoplasm, that is called as gynokinesis and cytokinesis. Question number 5. Explain why meiosis and gametogenesis are always interlinked. What is gametogenesis? Gametogenesis is the process of formation of male and female gamete, that is gametes. Meiosis क्या होता है? Meiosis is the process of cell division that reduces the number of chromosome, that is DNA content, to the half of the resultant daughter cells. जो DNA content होता है, like if the parents are diploid and has 48 chromosomes and the gametes are haploid, then both of the daughter cells will have 24 each. The fusion of male and female gamete during the syngamy restores the DNA, उसमें restore रहता है DNA, so as to maintain the constant chromosomal number over the generations. Gametogenesis occurs through the help of meiosis to produce haploid gametes. So we can say that these two processes are interlinked. Question number 6. In this question, we have to differentiate between the process of gametogenesis and embryogenesis. In this question also, you have to write this in tabular form. So our first difference between gametogenesis and embryogenesis is gametogenesis is the process of formation of haploid gametes and embryogenesis is the process of formation of embryo. Gametogenesis involves meiosis, which is also called as reductional division, and mitosis involves mitosis, that is equational division. In gametogenesis, the further transformations may be required to make male gametes motile. Male gametes को motile बनाने के लिए gametogenesis में further transformations होते हैं. But in embryogenesis, for further cell differentiation and for the formation of specialized tissue and organ, we need to have cell differentiation. Cell need to divide in this. Question number 7. In this question, we have to define about parthenogenesis and give its two examples. Parthenogenesis is a form of asexual reproduction in which an unfertilized egg gets converted into the new individual. It is the method in which the new individual develops without the process of fertilization. इसमें जो नया इंडिविजुअल प्रोड्यूस होता है, इट डज नॉट हैव टू अंडरगो द प्रोसेस ऑफ फर्टिलाइजेशन. फर्टिलाइजेशन का प्रोसेस इसमें नहीं होता है, इसीलिए मेल डज नॉट हैव एनी रोल टू प्ले इन दिस फर्टिलाइजेशन प्रोसेस. Only female gametes have to develop into new offsprings with the help of parthenogenesis. We can take example of honeybee and ants. In case of honeybee, queen, that is 2n, undergoes the process of meiosis and gets converted into drone, that is n in number, and so with the help of this process the life cycle of honeybee gets continued. Question number 8. In this question we have to explain about the natural vegetative reproduction and its three types. So as we know that natural vegetative reproduction occurs in a axillary bud, grows to form a lateral shoot and develops to form its own root. It generally occurs in higher plants where any part of the plant can be used to produce modified stem, roots and leaves, especially for the natural vegetative reproduction. So our first type is rhizomes. Rhizomes are the modified stem that are typically grown horizontally along the surface. ये surface के along होता है, that is beneath the ground. Rhizomes help करता है for the storage site of growth substance. ये growth substance such as protein and starch को store करने में मदद करता है. We can take example of rhizomes of ginger. And second one is tubers. Tubers are the vegetative organs that may develop from root or shoot. ये root और shoot से develop करता है. Stem tubers arise from rhizomes or runners, that is swellen. ये swellen होता है for storing nutrition in itself. We can take example of eyes of potato and yams. In this, root tubers originate from the root that have modified to store nutrition. Third one is runners, that is also called as stolon. As runners grow, जैसे जैसे runner grow करता है, it develops to form root from buds. जो buds होते हैं located होते हैं, जो nodes के पास जो root होते हैं nodes के tip पे, that develops to form root. And intervals between the nodes are widely spaced. जो runners के बीच में जो intervals होते हैं वो widely spaced होते हैं in comparison to rhizomes. We can take example of runners like strawberries.